Hello, welcome to the Good Life Meditation for the third day of August 2025. My name is Kurt Bell. Glad you're here. Alright, so this is a video exercise that I do every day to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone. I also use the time to think about the last 24 hours and how I did with any challenges or opportunities that were noteworthy, where I did either very well or very poorly. I go over the objectives of my creed, and I prepare for the coming day. This exercise is really useful in both remembering and instantiating my values into my life. I feel like, I don't feel like, I know from long practice that it's like getting up every morning and running 5 kilometers. It makes my body, in this case my mind, fit and ready for a good vigorous workout in the course of the day, where life may tax me and try and press me to the point that I need to have some mental fortitude and strength. So it's a really good exercise, and I do it for myself. I do it publicly so that I do a better job. Again, it's all about me. This is a very deliberate personal exercise. You're welcome to watch and leave a comment if you like. I do read and respond to comments when I'm done. By way of disclaimer, I do talk about sensitive subjects that make some people uncomfortable, like death, so beware of that. Also, a huge thank you for watching my video, and if you're a supporter on YouTube or Patreon, I really do appreciate that. All right, let's jump right into it. I do review my notes from the last 24 hours, and there's only one note that I have from yesterday, which is telling. It simply says "scary productive," and it was a Saturday, and I felt like I was scary productive. Well, what that means is simply one thing: I was a little bit scared yesterday, given that it was a Saturday, ostensibly a day off. Yet I spent a good portion of the day working, and I got a lot of sales. It's a scary good thing, I guess. My little business, my online business, is doing well, better than I had hoped or expected at this point. And the reason it's scary is that, well, I guess now I see two things, right? I didn't see it before. This is why it's good to do this live and in front of others. The first, what I really meant by scary was scary, can I keep up, right? I mean, there's more sales and more business happening than I can barely keep up with. I'm going to the post office multiple times a day to keep up with sales. But the other scary part is, and I just had the realization for now, was, have I found myself something to distract my time and to keep me busy that I won't be able to extricate myself from? Back when I was working, there were a couple of employees that I worked with who had been employed for more than 40 years. And once you reach about 30 years for that employer, when you retire, you get your full salary for the rest of your life. So there's really no reason to stay past 30 years. If you go to 40 years, you're like it's 120% of your salary for the rest of your life. And I used to wonder, why are these people still here, suffering, seemingly complaining about their jobs? Because I would have them as part of my project, and you'd hear them complain and clearly be upset at some things. And I was like, why are you here? You could just walk out today and get a raise, right? But since I've retired, I've come to understand that the people that are living like that may be better, more self-aware than I was. In some cases, their spouse is already dead, so they would be retiring to an empty home, which maybe that's more than they can handle, or more than they want to handle. Or they may simply be, like I said, I wasn't aware. I thought that when I retired that I would be just fine, that I had plenty of things to do. I was wrong. Maybe they're aware of that before retirement, and they're not going to make that mistake. Maybe in their 40 years of their career, they have seen enough people go before them and fail, and I've seen plenty of people from where I work go forth into retirement and fall flat on their face. In fact, so like I've said before, maybe you've heard this before if you've seen these videos, my very first day on the job, my boss told me, welcome to our organization. Whatever you do, don't retire because then you die. He had seen the same thing, so he was aware of it. So maybe that's what I'm scared about, is that I'm no different than those people. And I've had 7 months of freedom. I would have to say that it hasn't gone well, largely. I mean, it's been interesting, certainly been productive. I got a house and settled and stuff like that, but I certainly am lost, as to what to do with myself, in my old age, in my retirement. Is it scary? Is it scary productive? Because now that I found something to keep me busy that looks like what I know what to do, will I never find myself past that? Is that a bad thing? I don't know. There's a lot wrapped up in this one comment, scary productive. The weeks ahead we'll begin to see, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to go headlong into it. Also, a little scary because this week was incredibly productive, incredibly hard work. I literally worked a full-time job all week, and I feel the same. I don't feel without the stress, but I do feel the physical exhaustion. I do feel tired, like I haven't felt on a weekend in a long time. Not necessarily looking forward to tomorrow, Monday, going back to work. I have all these orders that are piling up and I need to ship, which is what I wanted all along. Strange thing. Okay, quick check. I forgot to do my temperature and humidity check. It's currently 20 at, it's got to be just like 5:45. It's 27 degrees, 5:45 a.m., 27 degrees and 84% humidity. That humidity should be dropping as the temperature rises, and it's going to be another hot one today. Yesterday was hard. Okay, as for my creed, it consists of 8 objectives. Number 1 is to be always ready to die. Number 2 is to make good and effective use of time. 3, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles. 4, to cultivate good emotional reactions. 5, to perform good actions relative to my values. 6, to recognize my true limits and true opportunities. 7, to do just one thing at a time and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully. And number 8 is to keep my balance. And yesterday, for principles, I think I read Agency and the Great Indifference. No, I read The Best Seat in the House. Today I'm going to read The Restless Man. My glasses. Page 266. The Restless Man, the sub-principle, diminished potency. And here's a quote by my favorite writer, or maybe my second favorite writer. Traveling is a fool's paradise. We owe to our first journeys the discovery that place is nothing. At home, I dream that at Naples, at Rome, I can be intoxicated with beauty and lose my sadness. I pack my trunk, embrace my friends, embark on the sea, and at last wake up in Naples, and there, beside me, is the stern fact, the sad self, unrelenting, identical, that I fled from. God, I feel it. I feel that his understanding comes through the page. I seek the Vatican and the palaces. I affect to be intoxicated with sights and suggestions, but I am not intoxicated. My giant goes with me wherever I go. This is a particular passage that I've referred back to very often in my life. And I grounded this principle, the restless man, in it. Here's my own writing on the topic. There must be someplace better than here, somewhere I can go to find satisfaction. If only I had made those earlier bad choices, if only I hadn't made those earlier bad choices in life, hadn't gone left when I should have gone right, or straight, or heck even back. If I'd only decided to spend my life with that other person, or stayed in that other city, or taken a different job, any direction at all besides the direction I went, which led me now to this settled, safe, dull, and unsatisfying place and life. Isn't that all of us at sometimes? Oh, how I want now that something else. Maybe I can convince those I'm bound to here, the people who expect and deserve my life with them here, the ones I've committed to, that there is someplace better than here for us all. Maybe I can drag them all along with me. I think I was being a little more self-revelatory when I wrote that than I meant. Maybe I can, maybe I can drag them all along with me. The spouse, the kids, the dog, the cat. We'll throw away all this crap we've gained, cluttering the garage. Things we bought, attempting to settle our restless ticking. Things which quell nothing for more than a day or a week, gaining us only further loss in their successful gain. Oh, damn it all to hell. Why am I stuck here in this place and doing this job and living in this home and behaving this way when none of it is truly really me? Why did I agree to this arrangement? Why can't I get away? This is what we think, and this is what we do when nature prompts us to new horizons. Nature has wired the young to press boundaries, to go beyond limits, and to cross over mountains to find new places where more and better might be found. This instinct and drive are one of the ways we survive. It's how humans spread across the globe. It's why, while we went extinct in one place, others of us lived on elsewhere. Not everyone is built this way. Men more than women, I suspect, but both sexes to be sure. And there will be no peace to those who are so driven, the only peace being the rival of old age. Expect some relief in the mid-50s or thereabouts, about the time and in relative proportion to your waning bodily potencies. Until then, suffer if you ignore the call to the path, and even then, suffer on. So with that one, I was referring to the draw that we have of the someplace else and the somewhere else to have a better life. I called it the best seat in the house, to suggest that at any one time, the very best seat in the house is precisely where we are, if we can, in the Stoic sense, reconcile ourselves to our choices, our hashtag limits and opportunities, and use reason to navigate away through the moments of now, to make good use of hashtag time of the moments of now. All right, as for today, the next 24 hours, the girls are here. I shouldn't say girls, the young women are here. My daughter and her friend Crystal. We had a nice dinner with them last night. I drove the ladies to downtown Shimizu yesterday and dropped them off so that they could go enjoy the Shimizu festival, which they did. Today, I think we're going to go to the river, maybe have coffee in the mountains, have a lot of fun. Hopefully, it'll be a nice day. Let's read comments. Hello, Ray. Good morning. Hello, Michael. Ray says, if you want to keep it as a side hustle, then set limits and don't think twice about stopping when you hit a threshold. If you want to make a full-fledged business, then let it run rampant. Sounds like good advice. Tim says, good morning. Agree with Ray. It's different from previous work as you're fully in control. I guess it's your sky's the limit, or just keep it small. Tim says it's in the UK, it's at 9:45 p.m. It's 15.6 C and 68 humidity. Sounds pretty nice, actually. Pretty sweet. A little on the chilly side, not quite in the green, a little on the blue side according to my thermometer, but it sounds nice. Ray says 23 C and 58 there in Washington, 23 and 58, right in the green zone. Very nice. Perfect summer day. Tim says we have a named storm Florence due to hit the UK on Monday. Unusual for this time of year. High winds, etc. Tim. Yeah, we have a typhoon. I guess today. Well, looks pretty clear to me. All right. Well, I made it through it all. I'm feeling a little weak after yesterday's after this whole week of activity. So I'll close for now. I have some work to do. I did. I'm listing this red. I had an ogre bell in the store recently, and it went pretty quick. And I found this one, and I told the story of the red ogre and the blue ogre. Aka, Oni is ogre, Aka is red, and Ao Oni, Ao means blue. So this is the red and the green. Green is blue basically in Japanese. So green works as blue in Japan. So traffic signals, they're blue, they're green signals, but Japanese call them Ao. Anyway, so I just took all the photography for this before I started this. I'll list this. I have another inventory item to list, and then I'll wrap all that up. No morning exercise today, and I should be done in time for breakfast, and then we'll make a day of it. And boy, it looks like the sun is just about to roll over that horizon, and man, it's hot. Man, I thought I was going to be strong through this summer, but was sitting here. I don't have air conditioner in this room, and having the fan on midday, it's like trying to cool yourself with a hairdryer. But hopefully by midday I'll be at the river. We leave the air conditioner on downstairs for the dogs when we're gone. All right, thanks for joining me, everybody. Be safe, but not too safe. Have a great day, and be safe in that storm, Tim. Bye-bye. Oh, and I'm wearing my Cal State University Fullerton colors, both of the ladies. My daughter and her friend Crystal are both CSUF alumni. Thanks, Tim. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a good Sunday.